In the early 17th century, the British Empire was a budding power, eager to expand its influence across the globe. The ocean was vast, treacherous, yet full of promise. The Atlantic Ocean soon became the conduit for an economic revolution. The seeds of British prosperity were sown in foreign lands, nurtured by the labor of enslaved Africans. Sugar, tobacco, and cotton flowed back to England, fueling its rise to prominence. But beneath the veneer of prosperity, a dark shadow loomed, the systematic exploitation of human lives. As British wealth soared, the human cost became increasingly hard to ignore. In the dark, crowded hulls of slave ships, countless African lives were reduced to mere cargo. The Middle Passage was a grueling, dehumanizing journey, leaving indelible scars on those who survived. Tales of survival and loss spread across the colonies like whispered warnings, serving as painful reminders of the empire's moral debt. Yet, in the halls of power, this debt was often weighed against the perceived benefits of economic prosperity. Amidst the clamor for wealth, voices of dissent began to rise within the British Empire. Abolitionists, steeped in moral conviction, appealed for justice and humanity. Figures like Olaudah Equiano and William Wilberforce stepped into the light, armed with personal narratives and impassioned oratory. Their voices echoed through the corridors of power, eventually reaching the ears and hearts of the general populace. A moral awakening was stirring, urging the empire to confront the horror of its past actions and envision a more equitable future. Eventually, the clamoring for justice could not be silenced. In 1807, after decades of tireless campaigning, the British Parliament passed the Act for the Abolition of the Slave Trade. It was the dawn of a new era, where former participants in the trade grappled with the implications of their past. This chapter in history marks not just a legislative victory, but a pivotal moral turning point. While the legacy of the slave trade could not be erased, the empire began to recognize the need for atonement and the quest for universal human rights.